how's it going? Frostbite here with WARWU1F.
Hello.
As you guys probably saw last couple streams, I burnt through RE8 real quick, so because Wolf's been on my ass about doing a let's talk about this game. So here we are. Or not,
Game talk.
Game talk.
Game talk. Let's talk is
Game
my
talk.
thing. Yeah.
Talk about games.
Yep.
Games and stuff. Yeah.
We game and talk about it. It's so cool.
So here we are. Resident Evil 8.
Resident Evil. The legacy.
Before we even really get into this, we might as well throw this out. Spoiler alert.
Major spoiler alert.
I mean, if you haven't already been spoiled about the fucking game, so.
I'm trying to bring up your stream and it's not popping up on the damn list. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Come on, where the hell is it? Oh, it's all give me the thing. Yeah, like we are definitely live. Bam. Okay. Let me just do an audio test real quick. So just talk to the folks at home.
Hi. How is everybody doing?
Oh boy.
Good enough. So, yeah, this game. Woo! It was damn good. And I don't need big fucking, like, what the hell was, what the twist guy at the end there.
the plot twist. And all that stuff.
Big twist.
Mm-hmm.
It was like grab a dick
There's a big
twister.
nipple twist.
Got a dick and twist.
It was purple nurple territory, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Big old grab the dick and twist there at the end.
It is still
So,
there we go. Live. Holy shit, give me the live feed. Thank you.
Wolf's over here dealing with technical difficulties.
Oh my
We're
god.
having, he's waiting on him for any
just
gameplay,
checking audio.
So scream at him.
Okay, we're good. We're good. All right.
We're good?
Yes, I can start.
Finally?
I can start.
Okay.
It finally popped up
So-
that you're live, and it just takes a minute for it to. Hey, we got somebody in the chat right there. So, stream, ball stream. Oh, wait, swin.
I can't.
How do you say his name? Okay, I got this. I know. Okay, so it's an SNI.
I can't pull it up because I pull it up. I lose the feed on Discord.
Just call me Snowball. All right, there we go. Okay, I like that.
There we go. Oh,
Snowball.
what up, bro?
It's an
Yeah.
L. Okay, all right.
Coworker. So as you can see right here, Wolf's kind of in the sort of one of the off main, like your secondary main hub.
Yes.
This is where you'll go through
Oh, actually,
the different zones after the castle.
I think I already put it in there. Oh, so one little thing we can also. Yes, I have 2 balls and have not done anything with them. But
Whoa, bro!
I have balls on the screen.
Take a second.
There's-
Take a second and think about that for a second.
What?
You've got 2 balls and you haven't done anything with them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. 2 balls. There's a hanging and clanging.
So where where would be? There's just so much in this game. What would be a good topic to
so
touch base with on
I think where we should probably start with is I'm going the absolute ass opposite wrong way.
Please don't go there.
The-
That's creepy as fuck.
The legacy of Resident Evil has been it's been around forever and a day. It started way back on the PS1, and there has been multiple versions of the different games and everything. We are in a remake universe right now.
Yeah, I mean, because we started out with we have the T virus, and then we had some other virus aside from the T virus that was causing people to mutate, and then it evolved into another virus, and then we went into the Las Plagas in 4 and 5. 6 was some kind of weird fog, and then
Kind of weird fog, right?
and then 7 brings in this whole new thing where it's gone from something man-made to something that's been around for the ages. It's a mold.
And this is part of the reason why
Certain people that can control.
I keep saying we are not in the same timelines as 4, 5, and 6. We are in a different timeline. It's a different virus. It's a different characters. It's different everything.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely weird. And this one's got kind of going back to a little bit of the RE7 roots with the big, like, you got to do inventory management.
The RE4.
Certain
This is straight up
RE4?
Resident Evil 4's inventory is in this, where you can
RE4's
actually
inventory system. You got the gem system, the merchant, stuff like that. Stuff we haven't seen since RE4.
If you have treasures over here, you can actually take them and combine them together and basically get more value out of the treasures and such.
Yep. There's only a few that you do it with, but still, it's worth it. Just like you click into it. It's, oh, combine. Okay.
So talking about
hold on to it and wait until you get the other pieces to it. And here he goes doing this labyrinth. Ball labyrinth.
Well, I don't have the ball yet, but talking about balls and putting them in places.
Oh, that ball's easy. I think you actually gotta beat the area for that ball.
This is what you use the balls for, though. It's like a marbles puzzle. It's actually really, really cool.
Yeah. Oh my god, the factory one has got to be the fucking hardest one. Excuse me. That was not intended. How about we step down to graphics and gameplay?
Graphics and gameplay. Well, this is running on, believe it or not, the RE engine, which is a little system that has been doing magic with not only the PlayStation 5 and Series X and all that stuff, but even on the Switch. This damn game engine works on everything. Monster Hunter Rise was actually made on the same engine, and then they can upscale everything, and they can make this look so damn good here. So that game engine is just it is magic through and through. The feel of it is definitely Resident Evil 7's feel, but more fine tuned. So if you had any trouble with the movement of like how the feet are planted down onto the ground and you can move and everything, the snappiness of the controls and all that, it definitely fixes all that stuff. The other big one too is going into speed running.
That's fine.
Damn freak.
But
yeah.
You go into the options, and if you mess around with the camera controls, turn off like the acceleration, helps out tremendously.
The other big thing that you watch my stream through this, you hear me talk about it several times. You'll probably even hear it if you watch Wolf play this. His first run through, he'll probably talk about it a lot. The way it's set up in this first person view and everything, it definitely feels like there needs to be a VR mode for this game.
How do I get out of here?
Especially with and again, this is like spoiler cast. Especially with the what was it, the Deviento house or something like that it's called, the doll house that's on here.
Yeah.
My God.
Okay, we'll put this out there. He doesn't do spiders well. Me, the fucking porcelain dolls. A lot of people have that same thing. Porcelain dolls just creep you the fuck out. And then you throw in and for some reason fucking mannequins that move on their own. There are two things that basically creep me the fuck out. That entire house, like when you just step in there and you got all the fucking dolls and shit. I'm just like, I don't like this place. There's something. I'm gonna yeet a controller, or I'm just gonna stop playing this game because it's just gonna get to me so fucking bad. I mean, it wasn't bad at first, but then when all the dolls start like twitching and shaking their heads and shit at you, that's when it started getting like, yep, get the fuck through here, get it done, come on, you can do it, Frost.
The number one thing I've heard multiple people say is that the Resident Evil 7 and 8 have done a great job at just hitting people's fears and doubling down on it and being like, haha. Again, I still think like after the first run, this game is not scary anymore. I ran through the dollhouse like it was nothing.
No, because you know what to expect.
Yeah,
you know what to expect
exactly.
now. The first time through, when
this is a action
when
game.
The
now.
PT baby shows up, then you're just like, it's like, whoa.
This is straight up like it's
that. I'm not gonna lie. That was legit creepy as fuck. It did have me a couple moments going like freaking out internally over that.
No joke. So I don't get scared. I don't get spooked on shit. It's just like it's like nah, come on. let's go. I'm gonna beat your ass. That's what I get into, you know. Like, give me a gun. If I can shoot him, if I can stab him, I'm
Until
gonna
they throw a
beat your
giant
ass
scooter
down.
at you, and then you're just like, oh shit. Can't
Yeah,
play it anymore.
yeah. I mean, especially if it's jumping at me and I'm in VR and stuff like that. But I can tell you right now, that baby was one of the weirdest damn thing. Like, it's not even that. It's just like it's this baby thing, but it's just like the sound effects. Yeah, and all that, and like 3D all the way around you, and it's just like, oh my god, what the hell?
If you haven't played this yet and you hear that sound, whoo, man,
Like,
you get
us talking about it, don't even worry. Like, if you experience it yourself,
have to.
There's a
experience
reason why
yourself to get that feeling.
Man, there's a reason why the internet overall is they're like respecting it. It's not being spoiled so much because people are just actually respecting the way that the whole it's just so damn creepy and all that. And also I think there's this level of respect because it's a take on like PT and the way that, you know, Kojima was thinking about doing something, and then those guys were just like, okay, you know what, we're going to actually fucking finish this.
Misfire?
No, I was thinking they were going to be right there. That's why I was just like, I'm going to shoot him.
Controls. We gotta talk about the control system on the PS5 because I just recently got a hold of one and.
Oh yeah. It's got the PS5 enhanced controls on it. So if you're lucky enough and just, my God, if you can possibly get your hands on a PS5 at all, with all the shortages and everything that's going on in the middle of a pandemic and all that, best of luck to everyone out there. Yeah, the DualSense adapter triggers, it's a lot of fun. Again, I always say when it comes to the adapter triggers part, if you're playing online a multiplayer game, probably not the best thing. But if you're doing a game like this where it's single player, it's story based campaign mode stuff, it's like one of the greatest things ever.
It's a whole different monster because like everybody can explain it to you how it feels, but it doesn't hit until you actually use the control. Because he's like, oh yeah, there's trigger sensitivity and shit like that. I'm thinking, you know, just a little push on the controller, like, you know, in your PS4 controller, you tap 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 on your trigger. No, when you're like firing the shotgun, there is literal tension behind that trigger, and it feels like
closest. I can tell you.
I will admit, when I first fucking did it, I felt like my controller got like, my trigger got stuck, and I felt like I was gonna break it, but it just gave it that little extra. And like, tink. I was like, it's till now. I mean, I played completely through this game, and it still screws with me when I'm playing something that's got that. It just like I'm so used to, you know, tap 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 tap.
If you check out like Spider-Man and such, and like anything, I think that the next Horizon game, Ratchet and Clank, that's the reason why I also say, if you get a PS5, the first thing that you should check out is Astro's Playroom, because my goodness, is Astro's Playroom like top notch.
100% do that so you get used to that new. That's a whole new controller.
So this is a little bit of an upgrade system.
It's not your old school freaking tap tap tap.
I guess I can just. So we got the Duke, and the Duke. If you have meats,
the Duke's
bit of forewarning.
What you selling, dude.
Do not sell the meats and such. Definitely trade them in if you need to.
Yeah, he did. Like I did it my first run through. I sold the fish. And that's what probably screwed me on getting most of my buffs, because I sold the fish that you can get in this area.
Okay. So when you have infinite ammo, you can sell all your ammo and such.
A good deal, if I say so myself.
So the actor's voiceover cast too on this is amazing too. You can actually, so one of the funny things is
like you know, there's
the
go ahead.
Oh yeah, so the voice actor on here for like Heisenberg, if you ever played Detroit Become Human, or if you play Resident Evil 3 remake, it's the same guy as Heisenberg, or Otto. I thought his name was Otto because the factory it's called Otto's factory, but Otto is somebody totally different. That he's a big old boss fight. I think you skipped around by him because he is a skippable boss. But oh yeah,
Who? Heisenberg?
no, Otto. There's a big old boss fight that's called Otto. Mm-hmm.
You talking about the fan blade
Nope.
engine head dude?
Nope. There's another story that goes along with that fan blade engine dude too.
Okay.
So Capcom is actually getting sued right now by a movie studio because they basically copied the shit out of a movie studio villain for that enemy, and they didn't ask for the rights to use it. So right now Capcom's going through a little bit of a thing there.
Huh. Getting back, stepping a little bit back to gameplay. Well, actually, no, but we already did graphics and shit, so now we're gonna step into gameplay. Not really that, like, the biggest puzzle of the entire game is got to be the dollhouse, because the dollhouse is like a big fucking puzzle. You're thinking, like the same when you're dealing with a Jacob in RE7, how his area is a giant puzzle.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing, but creepier. Definitely creepier.
Yeah.
We already covered the inventory system.
The point in the dollhouse where you have to like rinse off the weighing band. For some reason it took me so damn long to figure that out. I was like, what in the hell do I gotta do? It took like literally I was sitting there for like 10 minutes trying to like, what in the hell do I gotta do here? And then finally it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, the wedding band.
the area that I gotta say, like the biggest area in the entire game, I would have to say, is the factory.
The factory?
In your first run through, you will spend a lot of time in the factory because, like you told me, it's a freaking maze.
Oh, it's a top notch maze. I thought it was kind of cool too. Like you are making the keys and such, and the ball and everything in there.
Yeah.
You're using like melds to, or what was it?
And it's got to be like one of the weirdest areas too. The enemy types you run into there, they're like so like machine and flesh
talking about
combined. And
talking about gameplay. One of the coolest things, like one of the things that separates this from RE7 hugely, is the different areas. So
yes.
you have one that's like a PT Silent Hill area. You have another one that's like a Doom area. Then the village is kind of like its own area itself and everything.
Like
and then
it's got a kind of a RE4 feel to it because
yeah. RE4 meets Bloodborne.
And then
go.
You got the castle, which is like your Bloodborne, Dark Souls-esque.
Yeah.
The
castle also reminds me of the the Spencer
and then, of course,
estate.
You got the obligatory fucking sewer/swamp area that almost every Resident Evil has. Like you can't make a Resident Evil without having a swamp.
That is like the one thing on
swamp
this
or
too.
Sewer area.
I really don't mind.
Okay.
I don't have a bad area.
Orange switch behind you. There you go.
I really don't have a bad area in this whole game. I liked every area that was in this game. What? I did not fall to that. Yeah, I just found a crack in the damn map. Assholes.
You were probably moving too fast.
Capcom, we need to fix this right now.
I think you were just moving too fast because I remember it took me a couple tries. You got to get the timing down. Because see, you'll flip that one. You go over, flip the orange one. Go back, flip. I had to go back and flip the blue one. No? Okay, go. Cool.
Boom. So then what you do...
Boom, boom. No, I would flip the white one.
Hold on.
Yep, do that.
This,
boom,
this,
boom,
this.
Boom. Yeah, this part made me struggle a little bit too because it's timing.
Up, orange.
See if you don't. Yeah, you got to catch that orange one on the way back through.
Fuck.
Now you're fucked. This ain't gonna start all over.
Speed run ruined.
Yeah, because it's a lot. It's a lot of timing through there. I was browsing through the trophies. I gotta bring this to everybody's attention.
Damn.
They pulled one out of their ass with this one. There is literally a trophy for this for doing a knife only run. And this was something that was started back in like RE1 where people were just doing straight knife runs. It was like the big challenge. Like, beat the game with nothing but a
YouTube
knife.
has so many crazy ass knife runs. It's insane.
But it does say in the trophy too that certain boss fights, except for certain boss fights, it doesn't tell you which ones. But I'm assuming probably Heisenberg and.
Well, no, it says it on there. It says it in the
Lady
game anyways.
Oh.
I swear to God, if it fucking screws me over. There we go.
But yeah, that one caught my eye. And I was like, God damn, that's gonna be hard. But no spoiler alert. Once you beat the game, you get mercenaries mode. They did like the typical mercenaries mode thing from back in RE4, where you went to the mercenaries mode and you got like what S rank, double S rank, whatever through every level and every character. You got a special weapon.
Yeah.
Same thing in this one. You get the old hand cannon, everybody's favorite gun.
Oh shit.
I don't know if it's a 45 or a 50 cal, but I mean, I can't wait to unlock it just to see if it does the same thing it did in RE4.
I mean, the best gun, the best gun
like
in the game.
Gun,
the absolute
your wolf.
the
wolf
best gun that everybody loves, not just me, everybody. I mean, look at this thing. It's black and gold.
You get the hand cannon, then you're gonna be like, oh fuck this gun.
I mean,
the hand cannon's like a.
I mean, you gotta.
The hand cannon's like a pocket rocket.
Look at that etching on it. Okay, that's some hand etching right there, and that wolf, it's embedded. Okay, it's literally we're gonna get a close up of this wolf right here. Look at that. It's gold, man. That's great.
You only get enough bullets for the damn thing to use it for like what?
Infinite ammo. You just get the attachments.
When you first get through it, you won't get enough fucking bullets.
Well, yeah, because
like
it's just teasing the
fights.
balls. You know, it's going to tickle your balls for a second. Then once you get the infinite ammo, then this game.
Balls. You and your 2 balls that you haven't done anything with.
I'm telling you, I'm going to get the balls in the socket. It's going to happen.
There's another trophy in there for if you guys remember the RE5 to kill some crows, where you used to kill crows for items in RE5. There's another trophy for that.
5 crows. I still haven't done that yet either.
No, I'm fine. No, another one I saw in there I thought was really fucking funny. Open the doors to every outhouse in the game in the village. Just like when nature calls.
The one that I'm dreading having to do straight up is the castle. Having to break every window in the castle. I'm just like, oh hell no.
That shouldn't be hard.
That's gonna be annoying as shit.
Do it on a fun run when you're doing like the fucking don't use 4 health, use only 4 health packs, or don't spend any more than 10,000 lucre.
That lock was in my way. I just blasted. So I came in here and just started blasting.
But yeah, well, gameplay. Let's step back to this real quick. The castle. The castle feels like your like typical RE thing where you got like Nemesis, Mr. X, whatever, chasing you around or Jack fucking chasing you around the entire zone until you finally get your final boss fight.
It's starting to become like a staple of everything, because we've seen it in Resident Evil 2 was Mr. X, Resident Evil 3 was Nemesis, Resident Evil 7 was Jack, Resident Evil 8 is now Lady D.
They're taking a lot of the formulas they had from all across the board, all the fucking RE games, and slapping them into one
Which is
game.
fine. I take nothing away from Capcom for doing that. They are taking everything that works.
Yep, and there's even a moment where you sit there and play piano, probably on East reminiscence to when you got to play Moonlight Sonata in the first one.
Yep.
To open that door.
The hell's the...
I mean, I thought that was pretty cool.
Wait. Oh.
And then they got the collectible things that you gotta destroy throughout the game. It's the goats. You gotta find all the goats and take out the little wooden goats. Oh, you almost got 8 right there. I'm surprised that wasn't a death scene. That motherfucker was right there.
I know, right? he licks Ethan's butthole. I mean, he licks his feet. Oh Jesus! No matter which way I go with this, it's not gonna sound right.
The other thing is gameplay wise, we still do not know what Ethan looks like.
Oh yeah, we do.
Like,
No, we do.
Huh?
We know what he looks like.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
we knew it back in RE7. I showed it on stream one time. He's literally just this little nerdy looking dude. I went the wrong way. I went the damn wrong way.
So we covered graphics, controls, gameplay.
It's
story?
the big plot twist that nobody really knew what was happening. Getting into story.
Oh my fucking god! Yeah, I was about to say we can start tapping on the story here.
I was half right, half wrong with the story of my predictions. I made a bunch of videos predicting this and that and the other thing.
Big. I need to get like some kind of emote. You can make something like that, like looks like a stamp or something. So I can just like hit the button and spoiler.
Spoiler.
So everybody knows. Big spoiler if you haven't played it yet. You might not want to watch the rest of this video from there. In the beginning, like,
whoops.
You got Ethan and Mia and Rose all chilling at their home, and all of a sudden, boom! Here comes Chris and fucking, so boom, and then Mia gets shot, and then Chris shows up, and he's like, oh, no time to explain, just get the Jeep.
I will.
You gotta turn. You gotta. Okay.
I will say the Chris thing shooting Mia, not so much a spoiler because that was in the trailers, very muchly in the trailers.
Okay.
It made everybody think that Chris was going to be like the bad guy. And again, the spoiler spoiler warnings.
He's not.
Yep. He's totally trying to save Ethan's ass. Yep.
Yeah, you get drug. I guess there are some more because I guess after the events of Louisiana, they went someplace over in Europe. So that's where
Romania
is.
This is Romania. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. I mean, vampires.
The only one that's missing is Dracula. They basically they switched out Dracula for fucking Lady D. It's funny as all hell.
Yeah. I don't know if it's this dude or was the doll chick. I think it might be this dude. Mortisai or some shit like that.
Llama?
DC. Mordici or something like it. You got to light him on fire for a trophy.
Really?
Yeah. I don't even know how the hell that would work. But yeah, that comes down. You get the convoy gets wrecked, and you find yourself in this village here, and which you come to find out. Big spoiler alert. They how do I put this nicely so it doesn't sound weird? I want to say disassembled.
I mean, they chopped up a baby. That's
there we go.
Yeah. I'll say it.
Get out of the way.
I'll straight up say it. They chopped up a baby. The baby turned to crystal and they chopped it up. It's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just like, what the wow, Capcom, you're getting dark with this one. But
so they're trying to keep up with Bloodborne. That's my gut feel. My gut reaction was like, oh wow, we are going straight up Bloodborne with this. I was like, I think that was like the first thing I said on my stream.
Basically, it comes down to that.
Ooh, shit.
Lady, what the fuck's her name? The fucking. God damn it.
Mother Miranda?
Yeah, thank you. Mother Miranda is trying to bring her daughter back. And Mother Miranda is like fucking old as dirt. We're talking. The thing I read was from the Spanish flu.
Yeah, she loses her daughter to the Spanish flu. And yeah, I think she's
old
like
as fucking dirt.
200 years old, something like that, I think it was.
Yeah. Which is just like, whoa. And then it comes on to the origins of how this mold came to be. And then you find out that Mother Miranda helped make Evelyn from RE7. So she wasn't just some kid that got infected with this shit. She was actually like born with it in
she's
her.
a test tube
That's how she
baby.
can control it.
So we do learn that in Resident Evil 7 when you're going around, especially in the Chris DLC and everything, you end up finding out the information that literally Evelyn is a test tube baby. They keep her locked up and everything. They teach her, whatever they're teaching her, and then basically she wants a family, and they know that Blue Umbrella is sooner or later, well, what we think is Blue Umbrella is coming for her and everything, because we can't, like, RE7 is very vague on whether it's Blue Umbrella or if it's the BSAA. Now we know the BSAA. So it's like,
I know it's when you go back up, when you go back up it's somewhere out upstairs is where you find the ball for this labyrinth.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Can't
it's
remember if I got
something
this or
about
not.
opposite of the labyrinth. I mean, I looked up a little guide for it so I could find all the balls.
Yeah.
My first playthrough through.
I know.
I found the first one by accident. And I couldn't figure out what the other ones were. So did you got the Sun and the Moon one, right? The one from the dollhouse.
I think so.
'Cause you said you had 2 balls, so that means you have at least the sword.
That's
cross swords.
that's the Lady ball, and which I can't do anything with because I screwed it up on this playthrough. And then I think I already used the other ball because I was trying to get the Wolfbane upgrade.
Okay.
So now
But yeah, you find all this stuff out, and it's just like, what the fuck? Because basically, you're figuring out the mold is something that's been around for a hell of a lot longer.
The part of the lore that you basically straight up full on missed. What? I don't need to go out there. Was
No.
Oh, you know what it is? The door opposite from it, so it's the ball's back there. I'll get it on next playthrough.
Yeah, it's up in there. Yep.
I'll get it on next playthrough. So there is a picture that you are looking at, and you were just like, I don't know. Okay, whatever. It's just a picture. No, that picture is literally showing you that.
Let me guess. It was what's his name?
So that
Burke.
So the original picture of it was shown in Birkin. Yeah, it was Birkin. It was either 1 or 2. I can't remember actually if it was Resident Evil 1 or 2, but they showed a picture where it's pretty much Ada, Birkin, Wesker, and a couple other scientists and everything. And now the picture is showing in like the remake universe is showing the whole thing of Wesker. Well, what I think is possibly Wesker in there.
You might want to get moving if you're trying to get the speed run.
Huh? Oh no.
All the arrows.
Well, yeah, I'm just screwing around with speedrun stuff. Actually, I was going to save real quick and show everybody watching at home and use something that will also blow your mind. Oh yeah, that's
this was the big.
Oh shit!
This was the big fucking just like. Ooh, excuse me again. I was gonna go mind blown. Fucking moment was.
Did you even read this right here? Of like,
maybe I don't know.
Like no sign of Ethan Winters or Rose Winters. Infiltrated village. Engaged with number of bioweapons. Found evidence of Ethan Winters, Rose Winters location. Search laboratory. So. Yeah. Anyways,
I'm missing probably a couple fucking things so I can get the trophy for that either. But again, back to saying the big mind fuck of the entire game.
Real quick,
how you find out that Ethan. What?
So real quick, let me if I can find it. It's in here somewheres. Don't please be in here. Don't tell me it was an art book thing.
5 hours later.
Keep going with what you were saying. While I look for this.
You find out why Ethan can just get like back in RE7, get his freaking leg chopped off, splash some shit on it, and it's back on.
Shit. Tell me.
And why I'm guessing at this point why he doesn't have the staple like a scar on his left hand where he had his hand chopped off by Mia in 7.
Shit, it's not in the actual game.
He died. Like he did. That Jack actually killed him when he was like in the beginning of 7, where he's all like, "Welcome to the family, boy." that's pretty much the key point where Ethan died.
So I'm gonna show
Um,
something
and
to you and the stream also. Which...
everybody's probably sitting here going bullshit, blah 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 blah. No, he died. He is a mold goop monster, basically, with his memories, because the mold basically it like captures everybody's essence and memories and shit like that. So the mold is like this big freaking thing that's probably been around since the beginning of time.
I was gonna cue this up before the damn stream too, and now I can't find the damn. Oh no.
So that's why Ethan could do all that stuff that he does, like get his like hand chopped off by Lady is right, like it's left hand chopped off by Mia. Lady D takes the righty. Jack takes a foot if you lose a foot in the boss fight to Jack.
So real
he's just like splash splash. Oh look, I'm better.
So real
that's
quick,
the whole thing behind that, and that was a big mind fuck for me.
I'm gonna show you a little something here that's gonna really make you. Sorry, I'm giving away trade secrets on which on how we make the magic.
The scenes look.
Yeah, this is how we make the magic.
This is $2 subscriber only.
This is the Patreon stuff. So
yes, you gotta pay $2 to see this stuff.
You can see my screen, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
So look who shows up in some concept art.
Oh no shit.
So just to further the proof
DLC?
that this is a remake. So she got cuts. Ada was supposed to be in this game. She got cut on just because of story and timing.
Yes, but I smell DLC coming for her then at this point.
So as much as I know of all the behind the scenes stuff is that man, imagine she came out looking like that. As much as
Thirsty alert.
Hey, Ada's always been my like, oh hell yeah, Ada and Jill has always been my two favorites. So
that's gonna be one of your affiliate emotes is a freaking glass of water. With thirsty behind it.
Wolf with the water coming out of its mouth. Yeah. So
or drinking a glass of water.
So from what I know is that Ada was supposed to be in this, and then they were going to be making the Resident Evil 4 remake, and then basically what ended up happening was that this basically Village spawned from Resident Evil 4 remake. What all this stuff that everybody's like, Resident Evil 4 remake is happening and everything. No, it's not. Not anymore. Resident Evil 4 remake turned into Village. And there's a reason why it's called a remake, because it's not remaster. It's not one-to-one of what. And so what Capcom ended up running into was the development team that they had going for Village. They were supposed to make a new updated story, and they didn't want to. All they wanted to do was make a one-to-one. So Capcom brought the project into internal. It actually turned into Revelations 3. Then it turned into Village. And because they were like, well, you know what? We got so much content here. We're just going to make it Resident Evil 8 or Village. And I think what they're doing now is on the timeline, the story wise, the reason why Ada is here and like Leon doesn't show up, but Ada is being hinted at is that, like I said, we are in a remake timeline now. And so Resident Evil 4 is getting something of a remaster. It's Oculus Rift VR is happening. So if you... Oops. Oculus 2 is getting a Resident Evil 4 VR treatment game where you play everything in VR, which is pretty cool. This is your remaster, is a VR game for Oculus 2. The remake is no more.
Okay.
The remake is what turned into pretty much this. I got to switch it back on Discord because that's the wrong screen, but you can see what I just popped up anyways. So let me just change this back around to, oh boy, Uh-oh. Did I just screw up my feed? Hold on. Where is it?
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Here's Wolf fucking everything up.
I tried to do something fancy. There we go. There, now you got the game back.
Just a taste.
But,
just a taste of what Patreon's gonna be.
But this is where like everybody's calling me crazy. Everybody's calling me, conspiracy theorist and all this and that and the other thing. But I mean, if you follow back everything that's going on, it's like, yeah, come on. The Village is pretty much Resident Evil 4 remake. Ada was supposed to be in this damn thing, and now we're at this point where she is cut from the game. And then basically, all the RE4 diehards are all like, well, that's because they're coming out with remake and they don't want to put Ada in this. And then they're going to have her in remake and it's going to be confusing for everybody else. And it's like, that's the reason why they didn't want it to do a one-to-one remake or remaster of Resident Evil 4. They wanted to do a remake of Resident Evil 4 because we are in a different timeline. I can't stress that enough. We are in a different timeline. In all honesty, that's the reason why I thought Alex Wesker was going to be in here, because Alex Wesker shows up in Resident Evil, the one that came with Resident Evil 3. So Alex Wesker, which again you probably
the escape room.
Did you see her face on that?
I think so.
So basically they have a full-on render of Alex Wesker. They have an actual actress that is in, like, Alex Wesker is ready to go, pretty much. They just if they don't have a voice actress for her, like, everything else is ready and set to go. So most likely the next game is it could even be the Wesker twins. Like, that's the new thing.
Could be.
Now, Wesker, I don't think is going to be Matrix Man Wesker. I really think they're going to be switching him up. It doesn't fit. The Matrix thing doesn't fit for Wesker in this. So, I'm going the wrong way. I am totally going the wrong way.
Are you? You got to follow the arrows.
Wait. Is this the mill or is this... No, I am going the right way. Yeah, because this is the Lycan area. Okay, so... Again, though, like, I cannot stress it enough. You hear, so Nikolai legit gives away a big old secret thing of when Jill says, well, who are you working for? And basically he says, I'm working for somebody that wants basically world domination. He says a line that's like similar to that. Anyways, that's not word for word what he says, but he says it on that. Then you also hear in this, and so I guess I'll just say it because there's no way I'm getting to the point in this in the hour, because we're almost at the hour mark now.
Yeah.
So when you go to find Mia, I mean, we could go like probably fucking an hour and a half even on this game. When you go to find Mia, there is a table with a book that Mother Miranda is basically writing. It's her journal on the table.
Yeah.
In the journal on the table, and this is what I don't think you saw because you would be flipping shit over it, is a journal entry about a man named Spencer. If you know who Spencer is, that's a big fucking story plot hole that is now filled.
Yeah, Spencer was...
He's
RE4, right?
Spencer is... So the mansion that you are in Resident Evil 1... That's his mansion. RE0 is literally Spencer's like origin story of bringing him into the whole thing. Wesker kills Spencer in RE5 to pretty much, which I think that, like I said, that whole storyline is getting rewritten. It doesn't fit with this timeline and what the events are that they're talking about for Spencer either in this. Wesker basically, he sees Spencer as just in the way, so Wesker goes and kills him in RE5 and is like, I'm going to become the true god and take over all the T-virus and everything myself. Whoa. Tap the touchpad. Anyways, so in this, Spencer is pretty much, it's a journal entry about Spencer being a young man, a young lad way back in the day. and how Lady D, or no, Mother Miranda, sorry, Mother Miranda and Spencer were good friends. They go basically mountain climbing, and that's where Mother Miranda comes across the goop. So the
No, I thought she found it in a cave, like after she lost her daughter, and she was
Yes.
all like upset about it. And
Yes.
stuff, about to off herself.
And where you think she was? What you think she was doing to find the cave? Her and Spencer were up in the mountains, hiking around and whatnot. And I guess her kid caught Spanish flu up in the mountains or whatever. It's a big old journal entry that you totally skip by. That's why I was like, no, wait in your chat,
Probably.
and you just were like, I'm just gonna run through. So there's I actually need to go back and read the journal entry again because I was reading it on stream, and you know how it is when you're streaming, you're kind of just trying to roll. But yeah, like Spencer was basically working with Miranda. Miranda was way older than Spencer, of course, because she's like, finding eternal life and all that.
Yeah.
And yeah, she basically helped Spencer make the T-virus. And also helped Birkin with the T-virus. So the picture that you're seeing, we don't know who exactly is in that picture. Like one of those guys, I don't even think we've ever seen before. It's not Barry, or it could be. It's just like a bearded Barry or something. I'm not quite sure. But I'm pretty sure one of those guys could be Wesker. Again, there's no Alex Wesker anywhere in this storyline, so that was one thing I was definitely off on. I thought for sure Mother Miranda was going to be Alex Wesker. I thought for sure that's what they were going to go with it, because literally the face that they used, the actress's face that they used for Mother Miranda is a totally different actress. So I'm like, okay, that's definitely not Alex Wesker, but they definitely look similar. They have like the bottom, the lower half of their face literally looks the exact same. This is where Resident Evil turns into an action game right here. So the big question is, are we going to see Spencer again? The other big question is, where's Wesker coming to play in all this stuff? And the even bigger question is, where's Sherry, Leon, and all of them? I think I'm still standing by this, and people can like, Resident Evil 6. Well, it's going to be a remake of Resident Evil 6. You got to remember this. It's not going to be the same Resident Evil 6. It's going to be a better version of RE6. And especially if you got the team that's making this, that makes the next game, I think it's going to be an ensemble cast. I don't think it's going to be co-op and all that shit. It's just going to be an ensemble cast of different stories intertwining together. Maybe they could even add in a thing where if one character does one thing, it affects another character's storyline. One of those types of... Really? That was there the whole time. Huh. There's so many different things that they could end up working with this to make it really cool, to bring in Leon, Claire, Jill, Carlos, Mia, Chris, BSAA, Blue Umbrella. There's so much story that is intertwining right now, that they are just getting ready to just pack all together in like one big old meat sandwich of Resident Evil goodness. The next trailer is gonna fucking blow everyone's minds. I can guarantee you.
Probably.
And the thing is, you're not... Well, I mean, spoilers, outside spoilers and this and that stuff, if you don't know that the trailer is coming from all these damn leakers and everything else, and the early, the insider guys with all the leak stuff, like seeing the seeing the first trailer is going to blow everyone's mind.
What did you expect, Garen?
Come on, get down here. Really?
Yeah, big lichen fight. Like the way they got the lichens rotating this are kind of like, the hell is that damn movie with vampires?
Underworld.
They have a lot of the lichens portrayed
Potate.
Excuse me.
They're potatoes.
Potato aim. We're gonna potate this. Looking like what the hell is it? What's his name? The dude that ends up getting
The
both,
hybrid.
The hybrid. Yeah, they look a lot like him. They don't look like when you're thinking werewolf.
So I think that's a big thing to do with the T virus. It is definitely creating, they can go outside. You don't have to worry about, the light and all that stuff. Even the vampires in this, like, it's not light
That was
that hurts
weird
them,
with the vampires, though. It wasn't the light that got them; it was the cold.
which is totally Resident Evil. Just flipping things up. T virus is never
Yeah.
it's never like, here's a zombie thing. No, it transforms. It's got fucking tentacles and this, that, and the other thing. That's a big staple of Capcom. They take reference on everything, but then they switch it up on its head, and that's why everybody loves this shit so much, because you don't know what's coming next. You don't know what's around the next corner.
Yeah,
Unless you're spoiled on it, of course. But I mean, granted, they did totally straight up copy paste one of the monsters in here of the. I actually thought that was a cutscene for a split second because my thumb was automatically going on its own.
Good job.
Yeah, the ball's back there, I think, or some shit. But I'm not going for that stuff. Anyways, what did I just pick up? The dinner plate. Okay, so I need this. Boom. Actually, wow, I can actually finish this live on stream. So I think no, we got the factory, all that stuff. Never mind.
Yeah, you gotta go to the factory yet, bro.
Mm-hmm. So we discussed, going the wrong way. We discussed the graphics,
Gameplay,
all that,
lore,
story.
graphics, how the controllers feel.
So VR mode, I really think VR mode is coming up. Is coming up on whenever they do the PSVR 2 showcase, whatever the next PSVR is called. I think we're going to be seeing it there. I think that's going to be a seller for the PSVR 2.
Yeah,
is going to be straight up the whole thing of, I am blanking on where to go after this. I think it was down here on the boat, if I'm not mistaken.
sounds about right.
But I think that's going to be like a big seller. Like Capcom's going to be like, okay, so you want PSVR? Well, oh wait, I got the other fourth one. Fuck. Ethan, hurry up. Do your thing. Yeah, the boat is for the extras. That's right. We gotta take the elevator down.
Mm-hmm.
So PSVR 2 with this game.
Mm-hmm.
DualSense is going to be a part of it. Adaptive triggers is going to be another part of it. To go back to the DualSense thing too, the triggers, if you ever had a resistance on a steer wheel impels, that's what it feels like. It's like the same exact thing, because it's actually the same type of motors that it's just a miniature version of it. Boom. And then the DualSense though is like, that's the one that I can't explain it to you. I literally can't explain it to you just how it feels, because it's like, it's not, so it is the same feeling of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, but it's on a totally different level. It's like an advanced version of that, which is, I mean, that's a big staple between Nintendo and Sony. They love to one up each other. Except for now, like Sony is pretty much like that's slowing down a lot because those two are doing two different consoles. But yeah, it's like I said, the PSVR with this thing is going to be insane, just on the fact that it's going to be 4K resolution on each eyeball. Oof. with like 200 FPS run, or 120 FPS or some shit like that. They're going to be running this thing at in VR, because VR you have to double up, or I think it's 240 FPS for it, because every time you play a game in VR, it's like 60 and up. I'm pretty sure, or 120 and up or something like that, because you have to run it at like a triple frame rate to make the VR actually work the right way.
Don't worry about the kid.
It'll be fine. Oh, Heisenberg.
Just get your ass across the bridge.
Yeah, this area is definitely one for the books.
Ethan Winters.
It reminds me, it's like somewhat Doom, somewhat
Think you'd make it past
Mad
Daughter
Max,
But I suppose
almost.
you survived
Yeah.
wars back in America.
It's like a nice mixture of this, but again, you're seeing two very. So first we're in the swamps, now we're going into like metal factory area,
Yeah.
which I mean, two very different locations right here. It's just a nice little showcase of like how different
Mm-hmm.
the areas are. Now, pretty much like one of the big reveals is right here of Mother Miranda.
What the hell? Mia?
So Chris in this. Chris is
Let me guess.
I am going to skip past a lot of that stuff, but yeah, this monster right here Capcom's getting basically sued right now because this monster is totally a copy and paste of one that was in a movie. It looks identical to it. It even operates the
the
same.
big motor head with a fan blade. Yeah, I'm talking to you about him. That's what I said, and you're like, oh no. Oh, it was a different one.
No, I didn't. What?
Yeah, you did.
I didn't think I disagree. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you rewind it.
I totally didn't mean to disagree with you on that. Yeah, that's the one that was. Oh, yeah. Wee, down the garbage chute. And then we have a Star Wars moment.
Yep.
A lot of reference stuff in this, but they make it work really well. And of course, once again, back to like the Resident Evil 2 reference area of being in a trash compactor.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear you make up a lore minute on where you think the story's going.
Of the story?
Put you on the spot.
Well, I mean, we were talking before. It sounds like Wesker might be coming back because they're reworking everything. So maybe Wesker is part of Blue Umbrella, and Blue Umbrella. You know, Chris is obviously working for Blue Umbrella now. Between the two, maybe they join forces with the BSAA.
So if you
something comes of that,
the plane
Wesker,
ride though.
like,
Think about the plane ride. You're very hot on the right track.
plane ride.
Was the Wolf Squadron, which is a fucking awesome name for Chris's unit, by the way. What does the Wolf Squadron dude say to Chris? The BSAA brought in. I thought I could maybe do that. The BSAA brought in. Oh God, that's no way I'm hitting that. They brought in BOWs to work in the BSAA.
So, oh yeah, fuck.
So
The BSAA is going to become the new bad guy,
Wesker controlling the BSAA.
or it's going to be one of them. Maybe brother and sister are going to get pit against each other because one's like working for one side,
Well,
the other one's working for the.
I think the Wonder Twins, they're the Wesker fucking Wonder Twins. I think what it's going to end up being is that like halfway through the game, that's going to be like the big bosses of Resident Evil 9 is going to be Alex and Albert Wesker. Maybe another couple bosses might be. I mean, Sherry could turn up to be a boss or something. You know, they could really flip that up too. Although that would really hurt everyone. That would really hurt everyone. They got to come up with a few boss fights and whatnot, but I definitely feel like Albert and Alex Wesker are gonna be working together. I think where Alex Wesker is the scientist, or Alex well, they're both scientists, and I think Albert is going to be more scientist than he is like Matrix Man. Again, like I said,
Yeah.
oh, I need to find majorly need to find the piece for the Wolfbane, and then I have that infinite ammoed.
Yeah, I know there's the one you can buy from the shop. I didn't see any other ones.
It's in here somewhere. It's like it's around this room. I know it is. But what I think is going to end up being is that you end up killing Alex Wesker, and then Albert turns major bad guy. Like he's like has some like, you know, kind of bad points of views or whatever of like, okay, if I do this and this, then I can control the T virus and whatnot. I think somebody's gonna off his sister, and then he's gonna be like, fuck it, world domination. I'm just gonna wipe out everyone. I hate the world now. You murdered the only family I have left. Like, it's gonna be some crazy, you know, like like you're gonna feel bad for Wesker at the same time. Like, it's gonna be by your hands and everything. You know, they're gonna really, they're gonna pull out some crazy stuff for that. Which I really hope they make Wesker even better of a bad guy than what he was initially, because let's be honest, Wesker is really kind of a generic bad guy. He really is.
He is.
I am Wesker, and I am going to do world saturation, and I am going to control the T virus. And I am going to wipe out everyone because the world is on a crash collision course of magnitude that the humans are no good for the world, and save the planet, hug a tree. I mean,
the planet's dying.
Basically, and it's just like, really, this is what we get out of Wesker. Like, when I replayed it back on my stream doing the Legacy run, I was just like, I remember Wesker being cooler than this. But you know what our greatest memory of Wesker is? From fighting games. Marvel vs. Capcom made Wesker cool. I'm sorry to say, Wesker's a lame-ass bad guy, normally. He really is.
Yeah.
I think it's on the other side of that. I don't know. I actually do need to collect it on this playthrough though. But I don't know. Like I said, there's easy a way. So far, I didn't like Claire. Resident Evil 2 made me like Claire. Didn't like Carlos.
Really?
Resident Evil 3 made me like Carlos. Didn't really like. I just didn't really care for Ethan at all. I actually kind of hated Ethan as a character because he just had no fucking character and everything. This game makes me not mind Ethan, and also didn't sort of really didn't care for Chris all that much either. I know it's like, well, that's half the cast. Yes, but the other cast I fucking loved. So Leon, Jill, amazing characters. Carlos just didn't have a character. That was my biggest problem with Carlos. It wasn't that I didn't really like him. That's the wrong wording for it. He just didn't have too much of a character to me. I was just like, yeah, he's kind of there. He's like, hey, darling, how you doing? Now he's like Keanu Reeves, you know, like fucking John Wick style. And I'm like, cool, awesome. So now in this like remake universe, hell yeah, like all these characters are like way cooler, better versions of themselves. I'm all about it, and I just hope like hell Wesker gets that same treatment. Like, make me really fall in love with Wesker outside of just fighting games. He's amazing in Marvel vs. Capcom, sure. Now make him amazing in Resident Evil. Make Wesker great again.
Yeah. Hashtag.
Yes.
Hashtag make Wesker great again.
Also, I really hope if anybody from Capcom is listening to this, please don't go with like, okay, so the giant goop monster that we do see, like we see some giant boss fights. I don't mind them. I don't mind a giant boss fight. Like Heisenberg's boss fight is fucking awesome. It's so cool. I didn't even mind the whole Evelyn thing of like, I'm big giant goop monster. It was all right. But let's not, you know, let's not make everything about a giant goop monster. That would be my biggest like concern going forward is that they might go into RE6 territory where everything is just giant goop monster, and that we are kind of
Ew.
getting there somewhat, and I am just like, because nobody liked giant goop monsters, like non-stop.
Yeah.
RE6 was like a lot of like, there's this giant monster, these two have to take this one down. There's this other giant monster over here. Like China had literally a monster that engulfs the whole damn China. I'm like, they're getting a little far-fetched here. And again, I will take back what I said of defending Resident Evil 6. There's some cool parts, but for overall the most part, if you go back and watch my Legacy live stream of it, I turned it off after an hour. I lasted 1 hour and I was just like, this
Oof.
game is not as good as I remember it being. However my brain just nostalgia the hell out of it, this is just not as good. So hopefully, like I said, we get another ensemble cast, and they just make it like the coolest. Imagine, let's see here, Claire and Jill working together. That's been a bucket list item forever. Like everybody wants to see those two work together, at least on something. Imagine Carlos and, Ethan is gone, but Carlos, I don't know, Carlos working with Chris. That could be a really cool thing. Like remake Carlos working with Chris. I am a little bit lost, not gonna lie. I think maybe go back down here.
Uh-oh.
This factory gets you. This factory absolutely gets you. Yeah, I think I have to go back up here. Anybody who gets lost in this factory, don't feel bad. You see how fast I'm flying through this, and I'm just like, wait a second. Yeah, because I gotta get
that factory's really gonna slow you down on those.
Yep.
Speed
This I am very muchly holding my breath against this factory because I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm gonna end up doing
3 hours. 3 hours for that speed run trophy.
3 hours. I was trying to make it 2. Okay, I got 3. I need the key for there. This is not it. Where is the damn operating room? Yeah, because I need to get into the operating room. There is a machine I need to get open. There's a switch. There is a switch. Maybe?
The switchy is the switches?
This is one of these things. This is like the hospital, where you have to learn the map and you have to learn the speedrun route of the hospital from RE3 Remake. Everybody's like, the hospital was the easiest thing ever. You just run through it and you just do the thing. Motherfucker, there is a giant maze in the middle of that hospital that you actually have to, like, or just after the hospital, when you get underground to the hospital, there's a giant ass maze that if you do one wrong switch, you ruin your speedrun because it takes so long for the platforms to move. This is on that same level. This is still not the right way, is it? I don't think it is. This goes down. Wait.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
how long we been going for?
Just over an hour.
Okay. Anything else we should touch base on then?
Backup generator. I got it. Sorry, I'm like, yeah. What? Wait, a crank? Didn't I just pick up a damn thing?
Did you?
It's missing the cog. Oh, no. I need to get the mold for the cog. That's what I'm missing.
There you go.
I don't know where it's at. So.
Oh, shit.
Have I not been here? Maybe I haven't been here. Maybe this is the way. I don't know where the hell I'm at. I don't know where I'm going. So, factory. This little factory place, I don't think they're going to want to do something like this again. I've been hearing a lot of people kind of complain about this factory part of they're like, I'm so goddamn turned around. I don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah, because I need the factory spot to get that. This goes down here. Like, you get turned around. So I think I went backwards. I think this might be, this is totally backwards. Shit. So yeah, this factory zone, Capcom, if you're out there listening, maybe don't make a 3D puzzle of. Wonder if I could.
Yeah.
Nope, I was gonna try and spam it. That's the door I need to come out of, though. That is the loop around. Maybe don't make a multi-floored maze. It's rough for speedrunners. It's rough for anybody just trying to figure out where the fuck they're trying to go to. I am so lost right now. I need to get a key to unlock. That's Heisenberg's key right there. It's just after you get the key, they were saying. Something about that. So there's a switch over there, which I still need to unlock. This is literally Resident Evil 101. If you're wondering how the hell to get through a Resident Evil game, your map is your best friend. I don't think a lot of people do this actually on video of like showing. So if you are stuck and you are totally new to Resident Evil, you check your map. So then you have the cool thing about these newest ones. You have the doors with the keys like this, and the map will literally show the key on the door. Yeah, it shows
you on the map where you got to go with the key.
And these are telling you exactly what each thing does. Now, if area is red, you are still missing something, but that doesn't mean it's going to be like a quest item. It could just be a piece of ammo or some little thing to basically craft with. Which the crafting system on here too. We didn't even touch on that. You have all the stuff that you can make blueprints and everything. Yeah. So I can probably get a trophy right now. I think no or not. Fine. I'm just gonna wait. Maybe I can.
Gonna look at it funny and pretend you got
sort
a trophy.
Of a little bit.
Yes.
No trophy. Possibly trophy. No trophy. There's more crafting items. There's more stuff that you have to craft. So then you, like I said,
apparently,
then you have the Resident Evil 4 inventory space. But so the crafting stuff, I think this was in Resident Evil 7 also, if I'm not mistaken. Was it? Or am I thinking another Resident Evil? I played a lot of Resident Evils in my time.
Crafting. Oh, I think Resident Evil 7 did the whole.
Okay, so it was already 7. Again, no, this door is unlocked. That guy's supposed to come off the wall. What am I missing? I am missing something majorly. I'm missing this cogwheel. So there is a.
You gotta get a mold for it.
I need to get down. Wait, maybe that's what it was. Maybe there's green. I already went up there though, didn't I? I swear. So as soon as you turn on the electric, then all the doors unlock. Son of a bitch, where the hell? Ah. I walked right by it. This is what happens on speedrunning. This is what happens with speedrunning. You end up walking by stuff and, yes, because now, haha. Told you, this guy's supposed to be. I was like, why is that guy not coming off the wall? I was thinking it. I was thinking it. Now we got it. All right, there we go. That's what it was. So, again, check your maps and everything. Run back through areas that you've already gone through and completed, and then all of a sudden, oh, I missed something. It's so easy to miss something in these maps because they are so like these worlds. They got so much clutter, so much everything on. Little things like this you can take off the wall. It means absolutely fucking nothing, but it's the little details that are there that they add into this.
Yeah.
It's great, and it also screws you up at the same time, which is kind of great too. Not gonna lie, I do love that you do have to really pay attention, and you have to really be on your A game of like, okay, I'm going over here, going over there. Okay, check this, check that, check the other thing. There is I swear to God, it's over this way? No, this is that. And once again, we are turned around in the damn factory. This factory is going to be my bane. It's going to be my bane.
It is.
It's going to, this is going to be the one area where I'm just like, where the fuck do I go?
Yep. That's where you're going to lose a lot of your time on that speed run is that damn factory.
Was it up here? Oh my God. I want to say it was up here. No, that's where we need to come out of. Son of... Oops. No. No. If you think this game talk is good, wait until Mass Effect 1. That's going to be probably like 2 hours just
Ooh.
talking about lore. There's a lot to unpack in that one. I need to hit a switch. You know why? Because the switch is down here. I just need to go forward. And I did a giant loop around. So that's another thing too. You get, Resident Evil, you get switched around backwards and everything. Don't be overwhelmed by it. Keep your cool. Keep your calm. I know there's stuff, jumping at you and everything. Like this. And yes, you're not going to have infinite ammo to begin with. But like I said, use your map. Check your surroundings for different stuff that you have to pick up and everything. There we go. Now we're back on track.
Took us to be her children. She locked us away.
Yeah. So the lore that's happening right there, that Heisenberg is talking about, of Mother Miranda locking everybody in the village.
Understand that humiliation.
She literally stole people from, I guess, the outside world, and then locked them in the village and turned them into, and because if you remember the books,
I want nothing more.
the books straight up are like telling you about how she did all that.
I need enough.
Where the Kadao, whatever, I think it is. It's Kadao. That's new.
These are the fruits of my
Can I
Yeah.
blow that up?
The strong will
So that's new to the
That's
series.
the way of the world.
Which again, instead of being Las Plagas, it's Kadao. Kadao. Where the fuck it's called? It's another Romanian word. Which is another whole level of, like I said, like this is RE4 remake, basically. The Kadao is like, you'll see some of these have is that no, that's not unlockable. This is how you get to that room though, that you were wondering. I guess I just blew it up. But you'll see some of the enemies, they have actual tentacles hanging out of them, and they have like, like goop stuff hanging out of them and everything. So that is the Kadao. She infected everybody with it. Some people turned into zombies, some people turned into lichens, other people turned into actual boss fights for Ethan and co. Very Resident Evil 4. I thought we are going to go a little more Bloodborne-y with it, where it's like, okay, you got to drink the blood and then you turn into like superpowered villain person, but apparently it's the Kadao that's turned everything, but that's also, like I said, it's another take on the Las Plagas. Are we going to see that going forward? Like, is Wesker going to be infecting people with that, or Alex Wesker maybe? I would think Alex Wesker is going to be doing experiments on those things, and then Albert, there we go. That's the lore right there. So Alex is a person who experiments on the goop, experiments on the Kadao and all that, and then Wesker is the one that's trying to control it. He's the Wrangler. He's the zombie Wrangler, and then he can basically control them all, the same way that I forgot that was gonna happen. So then Wesker basically does like a mind control thing on the zombies. So he can start throwing zombies at you left and right as he pleases.
Maybe.
I mean, Evelyn is controlling the zombies the whole damn time when you're in RE7. She's creating the zombies. So what's to say that Wesker's not going to be like, and he starts doing the same thing? All right. That's that. Now we gotta go up here. Do not take elevator rides when you don't need to. That's gonna be another big one for the speed run. I want.
Got a long way to go.
Ha 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 ha. Ho ho.
Dead.
Let's fucking go. Got that trophy. I got that trophy. Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else because there is so much to unpack in this. Chris is a good guy. Ethan literally. Oh, Rose. Holy shit, we didn't even talk about Rose.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit. How can we not talk about Rose?
We just didn't.
That's a whole other subject to unpack right there. So I mean, we are an hour and a half into this, and I told you this is going to be a long one. So Rose, she got little superpower abilities. We don't know what the hell superpower abilities, but she's going to have some superpowers. She's going to be all superhero and stuff. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yep.
In all
She's
honesty,
basically gonna have control over the mold. I'm assuming.
Maybe she's gonna
based off what you're picking up.
Yeah, I mean, so if Wesker can possibly, if my story I'm making up here, totally on the fly, if he has control over it, Rose has control over it also. Battle of the assholes, you know, like fucking, oh my god, totally. Giants who can control the will Rose use the mold for good and then Wesker uses it for evil? Like, what are they going to go with that? Like, how do they make a storyline not be corny? Because that's the best thing about these newest Resident Evils. They're not corny. They're actually really cool. They're badass stories. That's happening with everything. So how do they keep it from being Cornfest like it used to be, while going like, oh, this one controls this, that one controls that, and all that stuff? I in all honesty, I really kind of hope that they keep it grounded like RE2 and 3 remake are. This one does get a little like Heisenberg can all of a sudden he's Magneto. And that was something that I was really like, oh man. Really? We're going this direction with it? We're going back to, like, you know, kind of Cornfest with it? Like, Mother Miranda spawning flies to spawn 3 daughters.
That's a little fucked up.
Again, it's kind of corny, though. I'm not going to lie. In my book, that's still a little bit like oh, okay, we're going that direction with it. You know, it's not like Birkin creates a T-virus. The T-virus is being used to create Mr. X, which Mr. X is still basically grounded base. He's just got some kind of an electronic thing that, or not even an electronic thing. Like, what the hell is Mr. X? Well, Nemesis, on the other hand, is basically electronics.
A tyrant. I think it's Nemesis. Nemesis is a tyrant.
Yeah. They are. They're not controlled. That's the movie lore. They're not controlled. They are just basically bred and then programmed to hunt down STARS members. How do they program them to hunt down STARS members? How do they know who they're going after? They never really explain that, I don't think. That's like a big mystery. How the fuck do these things actually work?
Yeah.
So to me, I'm just like, man, I don't know. Heisenberg being Magneto, that's a little far-fetched in my book. It's not really ground. I mean, the iron, you have too much iron in your blood. You know, like the fucking the Magneto in the movie. There.
Yeah.
How far do they go with that? It's like, how far is too far? Really? You know, it's one of those things. Oh no! Oh!
Uh-oh. Oh, he dead.
Oh.
Well, he did, folks. Live on stream.
No, I didn't reload. Oh no. Oh, I didn't reload. Oh no. Ethan, reload. Reload right now.
Up.
Do it. Ha!
Ooh. He fucked up, folks. He done did fucked up.
Okay, we're good.
You sure?
What do you think Rhodes' abilities are going to be?
Um, fuck, dude.
Super speed, super strength. She is a Matrix character. She is the opposite of Wesker. Maybe they do bring back Wesker being all Matrix Man, and then they're introducing Rose in to combat it. So then you're gonna take on as Rose, and I mean, and then they're as soon as I hear superpowers, I think DMC, and I really don't want it to be DMC. Like that's my big gripe with this so far. I think this game is fucking 10 out of 10 perfect. I'm kind of I got my worried curiosity about the next game. Like they're going to try and do instead of it being horror based or whatever, they're going to try and go all like a little too action gamey. Because the greatest thing about this is it's a nice mixture of action and horror. I still say it is basically just an action game. But yeah, seeing like Heisenberg's like Rose has all these powers, ha ha ha, and the molded, like her getting reborn in the molded.
Mm-hmm.
How much power is she actually getting? Is she gonna?
Never know.
Is she gonna turn into Miranda with all the spidery, flying and all that stuff? What the next Resident Evil's a platformer? Like what are they? Where are they going with this? Cautiously optimistic, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So, I was gonna go for the speed run and finish this, but we are at just about the hour and a half mark. We're at hour 26. I think we covered all the bases. Duke knows the old merchant too. There's a nice little haha funny line. I think everybody knows all that stuff. What was your favorite character?
Definitely was Heisenberg, to tell you the truth. He was quite the character.
Personality. I think he was. It's literally just an opinion thing. I think they had him like it's not nothing against the voice actor. I think it was just a director. His lines seem like they're a little bit slow to me for some reason.
Yeah,
it's like Ethan Winters, welcome to the factory. Like he's so slow on the talking, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, you don't even know what Rose can do. She has all these powers. It's like, okay, does he talk slow or does he talk fast? Like I don't know what's other than that, Heisenberg is really cool. Like I said, the Magneto power, a little weird. My favorites, right up in, like I'm very curious about Rose and see what the fuck is happening right there. Like I said, I do like Ethan a lot more in this. This was a great redemption and death for Ethan. They redeemed him and then they killed his ass. So then, because for the most part, nobody liked Ethan. He's a first-person character. You don't ever see him. He has no character in RE7 other than I am the husbando coming through to get my waifu, and waifu bad. She just chopped my hand off. Like he has no fucking character. It's all in Ethan and Evelyn and Jack, and like the Bakers and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Ethan is like that. Is just there, and that's because it's supposed to be you. I think this is going to be the last first-person Resident Evil. I don't think they're going first person with the next one.
Oh no.
Or any of the ones after this. Like I said, you just like Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake and Resident Evil 1 HD remake, all that stuff. You get to know the characters. Like what the hell happened to Sherry? You want to know where she's at. Is she studying with Blue Umbrella? I don't think she's going to be part of the BSAA. Maybe unless they're doing experiments on her or something. Oh boy. What the fuck happened to her? You see her character. You see the stuff that she went through with seeing her mother die in front of her, seeing her father turn into a BOW and all that. You feel for that kid. That kid's been through a lot. Jill and Claire, Leon, Jill, and Carlos. You see all their journey of like they're just two kids in the city, and then by the end of it, they're like okay, we've seen some shit. Let's figure out what the hell's going on outside of the city and all that stuff. Jill is like, okay, what the hell is okay? You see her. You want stars? I'll give you stars. And then afterwards, like you see her becoming like this detective. She's going on the case to figure out who the hell Nikolai was working for. Wesker. It's all these little things like that make these characters, and then you have Ethan, which turns into a badass in this, and then he dies. Also, I will say Chris's moment is totally Call of Duty. Is scene for scene Modern Warfare's opening. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the newest one. It's scene for scene the story mode on that opening. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what happens with Rose. What happened to Mia? I wonder.
Yeah, well, yeah.
She's not dead.
Well, she's going to college now, I guess. Or no, maybe she's too young. I don't know. I really couldn't tell.
Mia is going to be older. I mean, everybody's going to be older now because look at Chris. Chris is way older. So that means, I think what they're also going to do is I have my gut feeling is, I don't think we've got any confirmation on this, but I think my gut feelings tell me is that the move or the TV show, I don't think the movie's going to be canon to this lore. I'm pretty sure that's a different lore on the movie, but the TV show that Leon and Claire is in is going to be the plot hole filler of what was supposed to have been the RE4 remake plot hole filler. Because I have a sneaky suspicion Leon, like Ethan, was going to come across Leon in this, and maybe Ada, and then you would hear something about like Leon would drop hints to Ada of like, oh yeah, Claire's out doing on assignment or whatever, and then all of a sudden Chris is here. I was really thinking maybe Claire would show up in this, but again, we just get Chris. That's the only mainline character we get is Chris. So yeah, it's, I mean, what the hell? Mia goes into hiding and Rose goes into training. Maybe Rose meets up with Sherry and those two are sidekicks and everything because they are somewhat similar age, possible. Well, no, Rose would be a little bit, no. Sherry's way older than Rose. Never mind. Sherry's born in 90, like 80 something probably, because she's like, yeah, she's young. I think she's like 12 or something like that in RE2. So maybe Sherry is director of, like, she's one of the directors of Blue Umbrella or something, and Rose is underneath her, and then that's going to be a dynamic there or something. Like, there's so many different ways they can go with this. There's a giant universe in Resident Evil. I guess my closing thoughts on all of this would be Resident Evil Village is probably one of the best Resident Evils ever. 10 out of 10. It redeems Ethan. It's actually making me like Chris. It could use a VR mode, but that's like whatever, that's extra. Everything that this game does great. There's guns in here for everyone. There's areas of the map that will scare the shit out of everyone. Once again, just like RE7 tried to do, this one absolutely does it. One way or the other, you're going to get a spook. There's so many collectibles. There's so many different little knickknacks you can pick up and do stuff with. The little balls that you can throw into the marble, puzzles and all that stuff. Great mini games there. The castle is very different from the swamps, which is very different from the factory, which is very, every single boss fight's different. Great pacing, great world building, adds a lot to the universe of what the hell's happening here. And again, I think this is pretty much like as close to a perfect scored Resident Evil as I've seen yet. RE2 was also pretty much a perfect score. This even has an extra mode called Mercenaries, which we're not going to get into all that stuff, but because you can go and check out the showcase, you can see it there. But again, adds way more replay value to it. And on top of that, too, just like every other Resident Evil that has come out, you get this little storefront here where you can buy a bunch of different stuff. And there is also a storefront for all the concept arts, and you get the character viewers and all that. So all the extras are here. There's challenges for days to make you come back and just run through it again and again and again and unlock everything. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. Go and pick this up. This is also I think it's the fastest, most selling Resident Evil in the series history. There was like 3 million copies sold first weekend. Everybody just went in on this, mostly probably because of Lady D, but then they stayed for a really awesome experience. So, yeah, I don't know. Frostbite, you got anything else to add?
No, I'm pretty much in agreement with you on all that stuff at the end there. I mean, it was a great game. Leaves definitely room for another RE.
Yeah.
Because everybody's gonna want to know what's going on with Rose, what's going on with Miranda, or not Miranda, but Mia,
and the BSAA and Blue Umbrella and
Chris and Blue Umbrella.
Because
they're a whole new player in the whole.
Everything's
going on.
Well, the BSAA is technically now that is so Blue Umbrella turned into it went from a pharmaceutical company, Umbrella Pharmaceutical. Now Blue Umbrella is a militia group of it, or pretty much a militia group of it. And then the BSAA is, I guess now we've figured out that the BSAA is using BOWs to do their dirty work with. So, who knows what's happening there? There's this, like I said, the next Resident Evil is going to be a giant thing, and I would love to see an ensemble cast. I don't know who we're going to see show up, but this was a giant game talk for a giant series and a one hell of a 10 out of 10 game. All right, Frostbite, take us out. Just show.
All right. You know the drill, guys. Thanks for watching this. If you're watching this on the VOD, thanks for the follows, all that good stuff. Really appreciate it. And if you want to know when I'm streaming, you can catch me on both Twitter and Twitch at Frost_Bite84. And if you want to catch some other stuff I saw, you check it out over on the YouTube at Frostbite. And then WARWU1F here. You know him. You can catch him across everything at WARWU1F and Tone Wolf if you want to go watch him jam out to some cover songs and stuff. It's pretty good. Check him out on Tone Wolf on YouTube. So, with all said and done, catch you guys later.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.